This is Jody Haddix, and I am working on my syllabication of these words that you have given us. And I will start with number 1 and walk you through. The first word, I will start with finding my vowels. I have an EE, which I know is a vowel team, so I'm going to underline that to keep it together. And the second vowel is an A, okay? Then I'm going to draw a bridge between the two, and I'm going to label my vowels and my consonant in between, okay? Typically with this rule, I would go before the first consonant, so I'm going to draw a dotted line for this. Okay, then the end of this word, I see an AW, which I know is a diphthong, so I'm going to label that DI. I'm going to label my vowel team that works together. Then when I look at this word, I can see that it is see-saw, so I know that I divided this word in the right place. Okay, the second word, I'm going to find my vowels, I'm going to underline them, and I'm going to draw a bridge between them. I'm going to label my consonants on that bridge. After I label my vowels, consonant, consonant, I'm going to use my rule, my VCCV, that I go between my two consonants. Okay, now I'm looking for any other vowels in this word, so I'm going to come across to the next vowel. I'm going to label it a vowel. Now I'm going to find my consonants that are on the bridge that I just drew to my next one. I'm going to have a consonant. Then my next consonants are a TR. Okay, my TR, I'm going to sweep those two together. So I know they work together as one consonant. So I'll use the same vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel rule to divide this word. Now I know I have another letter at the end, which is a magic E that will link back to my A. So I'm going to mark that as a magic E, M-E. Now I'm going to look back at my other, where I divided, and look at my first set of words. It will be closed because there's a consonant there making my vowel short. The second set is also closed because it ends in a consonant making my vowel short. So now I can sound this word out as concentrate, concentrate. And that word makes sense to me. Okay, the next word, let me find my vowels. There's a vowel, I'm going to underline my vowel. Okay, the second one, vowel, is OU together, which I know is a vowel team, so I'm going to underline them together and label them together. Now I'm going to draw my bridge, mark my consonant in between. Okay, I know that I will try to go to the left side of my consonant first, so I'm going to draw my dotted line there. All right, I'm going to look at the rest of this. I don't see any more vowels. I'm going to label my vowel team. I'm going to go back to my first syllable and see if it's opened or closed. It will be open because there's no consonant behind it. Therefore, my vowel will be long. So when I sound this word out, it will be profound, profound. So I know that I did that correctly. Okay, my next word. Same thing, vowel, underline my vowels and label them vowels, draw my bridge, label my consonants on my bridge. Okay, I have another vowel, so I'm going to label, underline and label it, draw a bridge to it. Then I have two consonants in there. It's an ST. I think I'm going to sweep those together, ST together, and make that one consonant. So therefore, okay, I'm going to go back to my first set, and I'm going to draw a dotted line before my consonant because I have a vowel, consonant, vowel. I'm going to draw a dotted line before my consonant, and I'm also going to do the same thing in my second set because I have a vowel, consonant, vowel. So I'm going to follow the rules that I know on that, okay? Then I go back up to ma, but that A here is going to make a schwa sound. So I'm going to label that with my upside down E for my schwa sound. Then I'm going to look at my next. That makes my E open. So that would make it a long E, which won't work there because that would make ma, G, stick. And that doesn't make sense. So Just. So I'm going to take my dotted line, I'm going to move it to the other side of my consonants in that set, and it's going to be majestic. Majestic. And my ick on the end will also be closed. And that will make my jest, my E in jest, that will change it from open to closed to make my word make sense. So, majestic. Okay, the next one I have, underline my two first vowels, label them and draw a bridge. Okay, then I'm going to label my consonant. Okay, I have a vowel, consonant, vowel, so I'm going to draw my dotted line. Okay, do I have another vowel? I do, so I'm going to underline it, label it a vowel, draw a bridge. Now I'm going to look for my consonants in between. I have an ND, which is going to be a blend, so I'm going to keep those, sweep those together. Okay, now I should draw a dotted line before those because I have a vowel, consonant, vowel. Okay, so what that would do is that would make my first syllable open, so that would be sigh. Then that would also make my second syllable open, sigh, lie, der. Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I also know that my at the end is going to be a bossy R, so I'm going to go ahead and label that, knowing that those go together. All right, now I'm going to move to the other side of my consonant in my first. That would make my Y a short syllable, a short sound, which would be make an I, sill. If I move it in my second after my D, that would be sill. That would close. Okay, my first would be closed. That would close this set, so it would be cylinder, cylinder, and that makes sense to me. Okay, and my last one. I'm going to find my vowels, underline them, label them vowels, draw a bridge between them. Okay, now I have a TL that I know it's actually a TLE, which is a consonant LE. So I'm going to group that together and label it consonant LE. Okay, and then I also have a consonant and an N. So I'm going to go between those two consonants because I have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Then at the end of this word, I have a suffix, ness. So I'm going to circle that so that I don't try to go get its vowel out of there. So that makes my E in my first syllable closed. So that would make this word gentleness. Gentleness. And that makes sense. So here is my work. On this section. Okay.